Hello, welcome back, and let's tackle a new subject today, test process. You already know that testing is not an activity but a process, which means it is a collection of activities. So, let's see what are the tasks and activities included in a test process. The first activity is test planning. We plan our tests. The second activity is test monitoring and control. Keeping an eye on whether we are working according to the test plan falls under monitoring. And if we are not, then getting us back on track comes under control, which ensures that we can deliver the project on time. The third is test analysis. This means we have to analyze the documents given to us, like the requirement given by the customer or the internal documents that need to be checked. Once that is done, we have to create a test design. This will tell us how to test the requirements. Once the design is in place, we have to do test implementation. This implementation can be automated or manual. Automated means script. After implementation comes test execution. Here we will execute the test and find out if the software is behaving as required. And once this step is done, we will have a huge amount of data in our hands. Which brings us to test completion. Here we will gather all the information and create documentation of the test. We will write the report for the test, note the number of cases where the software passed or failed, and then make a summary for the test. We will study each of these activities one by one in future videos. For now, you will have to remember that test process falls under ISO IEC IEEE 29119-2. This is a standard for test process. Note it down so you can find it easily later on. Now let's go over everything again. The first stage is test planning. Here we create the roadmap for our tests. We decide when the testing starts, when test analysis and design takes place. Then we note when test implementation and execution should happen. And finally, when testing ends. After all that, we also have to set a date for software release. So this is the plan. But you also have to oversee every step. That is why we have monitoring and control. This will keep an eye on each and every stage and make sure we stick to the deadlines. If we can't, then the monitoring stage has to establish a two-way communication with the planning stage. If we can't meet deadlines or face any other type of issues, then control detects this and goes back to planning to modify the plan. This is how the entire system works. I hope this overview helped you understand how the test process works. From the next video onwards, we will go into each of these smaller activities. Until next time, happy testing.